you guys, welcome back to the Lavelle. My name is Emily Harper and I'm going to be showing you how to get this Taylor Swift VMAs look for a New Year's Eve party. My favorite makeup artist, Pat McGrath, did Taylor's makeup for this look, so I'm so excited to recreate it with you. I'm using lots of the same products that Pat McGrath used on Taylor, so I can't wait to walk you through it. If you want to see how we got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, you guys, we are going to start with complexion first. Taylor had a really simple skin look, so we're going to start with that first because the eye will be more complex and I want to have as much time focused on that as possible. So to start, I am going to go in with the Born This Way foundation. I'm using the shade Pearl, and I'm just going to apply this with my beauty blender. Next up, we're going to go in with our concealer. I'm using the Too Faced concealer, and this is in the shade Snow. I like to add coverage and highlight with my concealer. So I'm going to bring it down the chin, under the cheekbones, and through the middle of the face to color correct. And applying your concealer right here under your cheekbone has quite a lifting effect. Now we're gonna blend it out with our beauty blender. Taylor's complexion look was super simple. It didn't seem to have much blush at all. So next we're just gonna go into contour and then we're gonna powder. We're gonna use the Hollywood Contour Wand by Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade light to medium. Now we're just gonna blend that out with our beauty blender. If you struggle with contouring, this product is really easy to blend and it's pretty much made for the beginner, so I would recommend it. It's super easy. Now in these images, Taylor was really quite matte, so we're gonna go ahead and powder our foundation and concealer with the Too Faced Born This Way powder in the shade Snow. This powder will also add a decent amount of coverage. It seemed like Taylor's foundation coverage was really quite full. Now as a last step for our complexion, we're gonna add a little bit of powder bronzer. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Natural Matte Chocolate, and this is just to warm up the skin because Taylor didn't seem to have much blush on, so I do want to add a little bit of color just so that the red lip doesn't wash me out. Okay, now let's move on to eyes. Now, as I mentioned before, Pat McGrath did Taylor's makeup with one of her Mothership palettes. I don't have the exact same palette that she used, but this one is very similar, and all we're gonna use out of these palettes are the lightest shades here and here. So we're gonna dip into this shade to start, and we're gonna swipe that all over the lid. Next up, you're gonna go ahead and grab this shade here, and you can just use your finger. And we're just gonna swipe that over the lid as well. We're also gonna go ahead and grab that first shade and bring it into the inner corner of the eye. Okay guys, we're looking very light and bright, which is exactly how Taylor looks on the red carpet. Now we're gonna go into eyeliner. We're going to do a winged eyeliner with the Pat McGrath Liquid Lust eyeliner pen. I believe this is the same one that she used on Taylor when she did her VMAs look. When I do winged eyeliner, I like to draw the wing first and then pull it into the inner corner of my eye. So first I'll do a wing on this side, then I'll match the other side, and then I'll finish. Now we've got the shapes on both sides and it's pretty even, so now we'll fill it in. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and do our lashes and mascara. I'm going to apply some of the Makeup Forever Professional Mascara, and then we'll go in with a lash from Cara Beauty. Now we're gonna go in with our lash by Cara Beauty. This is in the style S9. And if you can see the pictures of Taylor, she looks like she has more of a cat eye shaped lash, which is what this mimics. There's our first lash on. Let's grab the other one. Okay, you guys, now it's time to apply our crystals. To apply these, because they're very small and hard to pick up, I'm using just a little silicone tool. You can get this online or at a craft store, and these will really help you out when applying crystals. This catches them immediately, and it saves you a lot of time. One side is like a silicone tip, and the other side is more of a metal one for really tiny crystals. This one is good for all of them. Taylor's makeup artist used a cocktail of longer and circular crystals, so I'm gonna try to stick to the pattern that she used on her eyes. She did one long one circle, and another long one, and then the pattern changes a little bit throughout, so I'm gonna try to just mimic what she did. I'm gonna apply a bit of glue right above the outer wing, and this is where our first few crystals will be placed. Now I'm gonna apply our first crystal. To attach these crystals also, I'm just using duo glue. And now go in with a circular one and then another long one. To make sure our makeup is even, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side right now. Now we're gonna apply our first crystal on this eye. Looks pretty even. Now we'll do the round crystal in between and then another long one. Okay, now for our last long crystal on this eye. Now we're gonna go ahead and connect this wing into the inner eye, just like Taylor's. I'm going to draw in a line with glue so that I have something to follow. I'm gonna stick with that same powder, and it looks like she started with round crystals first. So we're gonna do 2 and 2, 2 and 2, and then the baguette crystals. There's our first 2. Now we'll do the other side. Now one longer crystal on each eye. So in her picture, she had a long crystal and then a circle and then another long one. So we're gonna stay on that pattern. I like to work from side to side for symmetry. It still might not be perfect, but it's a lot easier for me to do a little at a time. Now right here, she has 2 long crystals, so we'll mimic that pattern. She also had 2 round crystals, but I don't have as much room on my eyes as she does, so I'm just gonna do the 3 in the inner corner that she has in the photos. Just gonna place my glue in the inner corner. And now we'll go in with our last set of crystals. Okay, you guys, and this is it for the crystals. Now we're gonna move on to lips. Taylor had a beautiful red lip, which was actually by the brand Pat McGrath as well, and I have the exact shade that she used. The shade name is called Elson, and I am going to be applying this with a brush. I love to pair my red lipsticks with brown lip liners because it just gives it a really defined border without being over the top. So I'm also going to start with my Makeup Forever Total Taupe lip liner. And now I'm going to go in with our Elson lipstick with a lip brush. And this is the exact lip shade that Taylor wore on the red carpet. Elson by Pat McGrath. I love this color. I've had it for forever, and I love to use it on other people in my pro makeup kit as well. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe to Lavelle, and make sure to check out our merch. See you next time.